We are going to call this meeting to order of the Redevelopment Agency and start our next meeting. These are always fun and usually, hopefully, fairly painless. So it is 8:31, and we will call to order the Redevelopment Board meeting. The first item is the December 16, 2025 minutes of the board, and I will call for a motion.
Chair, I move that the RDA board approve the December 16th, 2025 minutes for our regular redevelopment agency board meeting.
Second.
Okay. So Board Member Clark made a motion and Board Member Wright made a second. Now, on that note, this is why I think this is out of order. They call me the chair, and I'm not elected the chair until the next motion. So are we, and is Craig a board member by default of, so this is what I'm.
He is a board member. It's an ex officio position of the council.
That's what I need. And so same with it. So we're okay to do this before we do the next item. That's what you're going to say. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify that because I'm going through this. Okay.
Like to keep the rules.
I'm trying to do this right. So we have a motion and a second, and we will start the vote with Board Member Clark.
Yes.
Board Member Wright?
Yes.
Board Member Whiting?
Abstain.
And Board Member Wood?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. He wasn't here. Just because of absence. So I told you I need you to turn. All right, so moving right along, the next item is what I was just talking about a minute ago. Evans can explain what's happened by history. Of course, we've heard ex officio positions, but just a quick explanation. We will elect officers to serve in the Redevelopment Agency of Eagle Mountain City.
Right, so in the bylaws, we do have a pattern set forth that we follow with these, with the board, where the chairperson is typically the mayor. It's actually stated in the bylaws that it is the mayor. There is a vice chair position that is not necessarily specified as who that should be. That is up to the body to determine who that vice chair is. And there is called out an executive director. So in item 3A, we're talking about the board members here. In 3B, there's also coming before you a change in the executive director position. I currently serve as the executive director for the RDA, and we're proposing that Abby Ivory serve as that role. And the reason only for that is that Abby is certainly more than capable. It's been tradition, if you will, or practice of Eagle Mountain City that the economic development director serve as the executive director of the RDA. And so now Abby Ivory coming in as the academic director of Eagle Mountain City, then it would be appropriate to make that change now.
Perfect. So that was covering item 3A and 3B, just so everybody's aware. We'll handle them separately.
With item 3B, after and if the body approves that motion, does Abby have to be sworn in for that appointment, or is it not a typical appointment? Okay, good. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, will you entertain a motion?
I think I will, and I'm open to either one, but Brett was ready.
Go right ahead. I move that Jared Gray be elected as the chairperson of the Redevelopment Agency of Eagle Mountain.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilmember Wood and a second by Councilmember Clark. Or sorry, Board Member Wood and Board Member Clark.
Don't we need to do both at the same time, or do we do them individually?
Well, under the documents, the mayor is automatically the chairperson, so I guess that answers that question, but that you would elect the vice chairperson.
I'll amend my motion
So-
to elect Melissa Clark as the vice chair for the Redevelopment Agency of Eagle Mountain.
Second.
Okay, good. So I don't have to do my second. Okay, good. I was like, this is super awkward.
Okay, so now we have a motion, an amended motion by Councilmember Wood and a second by, or Board Member Wood and a second by Board Member Whiting. If there's no other discussion, we'll take a vote and go start here with Board Member Wright.
Yes.
Board Member Whiting.
Yes.
Board Member Wood.
Yes.
And Board Member Clark.
Yes.
And I assume that means you'll accept the position. Thank you. All right, item 3B is a as discussed a minute ago, because of some moving parts within our staff, we've got a new economic development director, which is Miss Abby Ivory. And I know we talked about this a little bit internally, but I assume that you'll accept this role if appointed, or if elected is the right term, right? So as part of the process?
She said
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. So she is open to the idea of serving as our executive director of the redevelopment agency of Eagle Mountain City. Is there any questions?
Board Chair Gray, will you entertain a motion?
I will.
I move that the Eagle Mountain Redevelopment Agency appoint Abby Ivory as the Executive Director of the Redevelopment Agency of Eagle Mountain City.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Board Member Wright and a second by Board Member Clark. And we will start the voting with Board Member Whiting.
Yes.
And Board Member Wood.
Yes.
Board Member Clark.
Yes.
Board Member Wright.
Yes.
Okay. The next item is item 4A, a resolution of the redevelopment agency amending the official project area for the Sweetwater Number 4 Community Reinvestment Area. And this one is a public hearing, and it is, Evan, did you have a presentation on this?
Can I ask a question? Because in the packet, I think this is in there twice. Is that accurate?
There's a project area plan and the budget,
Okay.
two different items.
That's
they're
why there's
connected
two. Got it.
Yes. I don't have a presentation on this. This was, informed you about this some time ago, that this is coming, and that is mostly a cleanup item, if you will, in that during the process of the interlocal agreements, specifically with Alpine School District and with Central Utah Water Conservancy District, there were some changes that were made with their participation rates that didn't that came after the project area plan and budget had been approved. And so the project area plan and budget now are just being adjusted to match what the interlocal agreements were finalized to, so.
Okay.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Evan and Abby, in the future, when we have changes like this, is there a way that we could either get a separate document that calls out very specifically, or to have the specific changes in the staff report, so it's easier? Because like, having already approved it, it's kind of a hide and seek game to find the specific changes, and it would just make it easier for us, so that's my
Absolutely.
request. Thank you.
Yes.
Any other questions on this item? This is the project area plan. Okay, I'm open to a motion. Oh, no, I'm not. This is a public hearing on this one. Sorry. It is 8:39, and I'll open this for a public hearing. I'll open a public hearing on this item. Is there any emails, anything, anybody? Okay. Nobody has sent anything to Miss Lacy. Is there anyone here that would like to comment on this item? Seeing none, I will close the public hearing at 8:39 and come back to the board. If there are no other questions, I will now entertain a motion.
Chair Gray, I'll make a motion.
Okay.
I move that the Eagle Mountain Redevelopment Agency approve a resolution amending the official project area plan for the Sweetwater Number 4 Community Reinvestment Area project area.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion from Board Member Wright and a second from Board Member Whiting. And we're on Board Member Whiting.
Yes.
Board Member Wood,
Yes.
and Board Member Clark,
Yes.
Board Member Wright.
Yes.
All right, going on to 4B, as discussed. This is affecting the budget, which has the adjusted to the interlocal agreement. This is also a public hearing. Before I open the public hearing, are there any questions on this item?
Board Chair Gray, I just want to make a statement in here and just and draw the public's attention to the table on 5.1, the total revenues. I think it's really important for the people to understand the purpose of the RDA and the benefit that these agreements bring to the citizens of Eagle Mountain. And when you look at the property tax increment and the total revenue streams that will come to both the county, the Alpine School District, Eagle Mountain City, the Central Utah Water, and to the United Fire Service area, it's interesting as you look at those numbers. The one that I would point out specifically is the franchise tax. Eagle Mountain City over the term of this RDA is projected to benefit to the tune of $604,895,795. That is second only to Alpine School District, who will benefit at $629,992,288. This is the why, and I'd like our residents to understand that this is the why we consider these things. Is long-term, these things bring tremendous financial and fiscal impact to the city, and they help us keep our property taxes low.
The grand total's $1.5 billion. It's numbers that I've dreamed about, but I don't even know how to say, right? And I think it's just, it blows our mind, and I think it is important that people understand why we do this and what the physical impact really is. So thank you for that.
I think it's really important too, Mayor, because if you look at all the things that we talked about tonight, not rec center, but recreation facilities, field space, and we always talk about more deputies, all of those things come up. This is how we take care of the needs in Eagle Mountain. It's not about like anything else other than to make sure that our city's taken care of, so.
Thank you. All right, we have had a public hearing. No, not on this one. That's why I was double checking. So with that, we will open a public hearing at 8:42 and ask Lacey if anyone has showed up to speak on this item. I'll look out into this vast audience. More people than we usually have at a redevelopment agency, so thank you. Is there anyone here that would like to speak on this item? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing at 8:42 and come back to the council, or sorry, the board for a motion. Go
I'll
ahead.
do it, if you're gonna let me do them all. Chairman Gray, I move that the Eagle Mountain Redevelopment Agency approve a resolution of the Development Agency amending the official project area budget for the Sweetwater No. 4 Community Reinvestment Area project area.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Board Member Wright and a second by Board Member Whiting. We will start the vote with Board Member Wood,
Yes?
Board Member Clark,
Yes,
and Board Member Wright,
Yes.
Board Member Whiting.
Yes.
Okay, that's unanimous. Now, we will get all the way to Brett's favorite motion.
I made them all the rest, I'm waiting.
I motion we adjourn.
Second?
All right, we have a motion by Board Member Whiting and a second by Board Member Woods. And all in favor?
Aye.
And that, we will adjourn this meeting at 8:43.